So let's talk about the third aspect or element of how to change your life, and that is to be able to use a purposive framework. So using a framework to change something means the framework needs to have a set of principles, practices, tools, and a set of skills that it helps you to develop to actually make some kind of change that you're having a difficulty making. And so a purposive framework is something that's designed, that's intentional, that's deliberate, and that has a purpose, a specific purpose to change or to address the exact thing that you're wanting to address. A purposive framework, like the Genius Way, provides a little mini environment in which to focus your efforts and concentrate on the task that you set out for yourself. It gives a way for you to check in, to learn skills, to see if you're on track, to find a way to get back on track, and to support your effort in whatever changes you're trying to make. Now, one of the most difficult things about making changes in your life is that it's mostly a solo effort. If you're not working with a therapist, it's kind of on you, and you have to be self-disciplined, you have to be consistent with it, and when you have a framework that helps you to do those things, it's like you're not by yourself anymore. You've got a mini environment, a mini culture where you are being supported by the principles and the elements that have been designed into that framework to support your wanting to change something about yourself. The other thing about having a purposive framework is that when you go off track, when you lose course, and you will, because that's what we do as humans, we lose track, we go off course, we need a way to come back to the thing that we've set out for ourselves, to the task that we set up for ourselves. And so having this thing to check back in helps kind of keep you sane. It keeps you able to refocus when you've lost something, when you've lost focus, when you've lost the reason that you've done it, when you've lost, when you're just having a bad day, you're having a tired day. This framework is like a friend. It's like, okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm reminding myself I've committed to this change that I'm trying to make. I'm plugging myself into this framework to make this change, and it's here when I need to get back on course. And lastly, a purposive framework, like any other course or any other structure set up for people to learn something or to make changes or to gain some kind of skill, it's there as a way to step into the next aspect of your life. Before we know how to do something, we have to approach it in a way where there's a framework in which to learn something. In this case, a framework, a purposive framework for changing your life is a way to learn about yourself. And that's what you'll be doing. You'll be learning lots and lots of things about yourself, some things that are going to be exciting and new, some things that are going to be, I know this and I've never wanted to look at it. There's a lot of things that are going to come up. This purposive framework is about learning about yourself and how to be your own best friend, how to be on your own side, how to take your side and to make the changes that you want to make. If you're interested in learning more about how to find your own genius qualities and how to live a purposeful and meaningful life, hit the subscribe button and check out thegeniusway.com for tools, tips, and encouragement.